the Sovereignty Act does is assert our areas of jurisdiction. We want to be treated just like Quebec. And part of the problem is we have allowed the federal government to invade virtually every area of our jurisdiction. I just think it's good manners that if you're going to change the relationship, that you let them know. That's what the Sovereignty Act is. It's putting the federal government on notice. We intend to defend our constitutional jurisdiction and defend the rights of our citizens through the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And I believe we already have a mandate from the people, especially because of the equalization referendum, which was meant to start a conversation with the rest of the country. They ignored it. And so now we have to make sure that we're taking action to defend our own rights. We can't wait for a constitutional process like Brian Jean has proposed. He has suggested that we start that. We've been waiting for 30 years for the Constitution to be restarted. I don't want to wait another 30 years. I want the current Constitution and the current powers to be respected. And the only way we do that is by drawing a line, just like Quebec does. And hopefully we'll be able to get the same respect Quebec does. I don't think if you asked Albertans, do you want Ottawa to keep invading your jurisdiction? Do you want them to impose vaccine mandates and invade health? Do you want them to shut down our energy industry? Do you want them to invade our jurisdiction on fertilizer? I must tell you, I have a pretty good gauge on Albertans. I doubt very much they would say yes to that. And that's all we're saying, is that we know these aggressive actions are coming from the federal government. We're going to put them on notice. Don't do it, because we won't enforce them here.
How is this still going on? This verse been going for way too long. If you ain't blind, you can see that this is wrong, and I won't comply.
Honestly, you guys, something's got to give. I don't understand what's happening in this reality anymore. A politician in New York released a sex tape on purpose. Chicago's pretty much starting their own purge next year. Canada's trying to take self-defense away from their citizens. Iran's nuclear programs are being hacked and exposed. Children are being exposed to adult content and adult spaces at completely inappropriate ages. What's worse are the adults rooting for this. Alex Jones has to pay nearly $1 billion for hurting people's feelings, and yet Fauci and the CDC don't have to pay anything for lying to everyone. In England, the police can come to your house and arrest you if you said something on social media that they don't like. Not to mention they just had a prime minister that lasted about as long as a Kardashian marriage. The digital currency is coming, and soon we won't own anything. What are we doing? Like, really? How much worse does it have to get for us to stop holding up the system that's failing us?